Hey everybody, coming to you today with a little review. On a hydrogen water bottle that I got on Amazon. So probably 6-8 months ago I started checking in, heard about hydrogen water through an interview I saw with Gary Brecka, and I don't remember the other doctor's name that he was talking to. But they were talking about how hydrogen water came about, and they got me hook, line, and sinker, man. The story was a good story. It sounded plausible. It sounded sound. So I went to Gary Brecka's website. He sells the Echo Go Plus water bottle, which was the one he sells a bunch of them. Like, he has them big enough to put on your counter at home. But the Echo Go Plus is the one I was interested in because it's portable like this, and but I went there and it was $250, and that was just a little bit out of my price range. I didn't know if it worked. I didn't know. I just wasn't sold on it enough to spend $250. So I decided to go to Amazon, and through that interview and through looking at Gary Brecka's website, I think I had enough information to make an educated purchase. So I went looking at Amazon and I found this water bottle. So this is one I found. I'm not even going to attempt to say the name, but that's the box, and here's the bottle. So I found this one on Amazon, and what I did know is hydrogen is infused to the water. It gives you more hydrogen in your H2O, which supposedly is really good for you. So what I found out was that Gary Brecka's water bottle would give you between 2.5 and 4.5 parts per million more hydrogen into your water. And in fact, he's got a new one there now. It's called the Echo Flask, and they tell you it gives you 8 parts per million, which is a big jump. So I started looking around and I found this one, and the Amazon listing said that this would give you about 2.2 parts per million. It was around $50, and I was like, that's about the top of my list where I want to spend to try something out. So I bought it, and I got it in, and here it is. So what it is you have this bottom part that is, this is where the magic happens. This is where the electronics are. You have your button here on the front that starts it and it also cleans it. And then on the back you have this little rubber cover here. You take that off and you can plug in a USB-C to charge it. And it's got this glass cylinder that screws into the bottom, and then you have your top that screws into the top. And in the top here you have this other rubber piece that comes out, and you can hook a tube to it. In fact, it comes with 3 of them. In the box it comes with 3 of these packages that you hook here to the tube, and it goes in your nose, and you can breathe in the hydrogen. It also comes with a charger. Here's the actual name of the company. You guys get a good look at that. So I gave it a shot. Started drinking it, and that's all the water I drink is through the hydrogen water bottle. According to Gary Brecka, that's the only water you should be drinking. So I thought, well, I'll give it a shot. I know it's not, the parts per million infused into the water isn't as high as his, or maybe some of the other ones on the market. I just happen to trust him. But I thought, if I drink a lot of it and I make that all my water, then it's got to be doing me some good. So I'll show you how to start it. You just push the button, and you guys, I don't know if you can see, but the bubbles coming up there. Let's see, maybe you can see it's got an LED light. So that lets you know that it's working. That lets you know that it's actually making the hydrogen gas to infuse into the water. So I started drinking it, and I didn't notice a huge difference off the bat. But I thought I'd just keep doing it. It's not hurting me. I'm not feeling bad. So I drank it for probably 2 months, 3 months maybe. I'm not sure, somewhere around in there. And then we had a Christmas break. And during Christmas, we usually take a week's vacation, and we have a little place in North Carolina that we go to with a bunch of family, and we have a good old time. Well, I decided not to take my water bottle. I was afraid. Well, I just needed a break. I just didn't want to fool with having to do something. I was afraid it would break. Not that this is thin, because this is some heavy glass. And also, this is glass. It's not plastic, so you don't have to worry about microplastics and things like that getting in there. So I decided I wasn't going to take it. About a week and a half in, I really started noticing about a week and a half in that my pain came back, my aching came back. And I've had a problem with just, sometimes my body just aches, my joints, or it could be an arm, or my legs, or something. So between the cold plunge, the desert plunge that I have, and this water bottle, I think that's helped me. But I noticed after about a week and a half of not drinking my water and not cold plunging, because I don't have a cold plunge up there either, which that would make another good video, getting a cold plunge up there. I noticed that I started aching. My aching came back. So I dealt with that for, a while. And as soon as I got home, first thing I did was jump in the cold plunge. Second thing I did was made me a bottle of hydrogen water, and I've been drinking it ever since. And I can tell you, after about 3 days, my aching has gone away. I can't attribute it, every bit of it, to the cold plunge, because I cold plunged without hydrogen water before, and it helped my aching, but it didn't do away with it like it's done now. So I got to give some credence to this. I like it. I wish I could afford the $250. Actually, the Echo Plus is the only one on their website, as I just checked earlier, and it's $2.99. It's 12 ounces of, 8 part per million hydrogen water. I can't afford that, so I'm gonna stick with this and keep going. My wife wanted to try it. Oh, and by the way, this one is they're out of stock on this one right now. So what I did was I put a link in my description to one that is exactly like it. I mean, it's the same exact thing. Comes in the same box and everything, just a different distributor. And this is made in China, by the way. I put a link in the description, and if you guys use that link, it gives me a few cents on the dollar, and it's absolutely no cost to you. So you go through my Amazon affiliate, it helps me out, gives me a little bit of change in my pocket to help keep this channel going, and you guys get the exact product that I'm talking about. So I went back to get the link because my wife wanted to try it, and that's how I found out it was out of stock. So I sent her the one that I had the link for, and she tried it, and she kind of got a little bit of a side effect from it. She started getting a little bit of a light head, a little dizzy, and she started reading about it, and that can be one of the side effects apparently. I haven't looked it up, but I know my wife, she's a pretty smart lady, and so she sent hers back. That was her problem with it. I haven't had any side effects. In fact, I felt positive effects from it. I can't talk enough about it. Now, I don't have a lot of science behind it. I don't have a lot of, I don't have hydrogen test strips or anything like that. I'm just telling you how I feel. As a guy that goes to work every day, I try to go to the gym. I deal with, all my whatever kids got going on, whatever we got going on in home life, soccer, this, that, and the other. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Busy life guy, dad guy, dad science. It's working for me. So the way you operate it is you just push the button once, and I showed you guys that, and it operates. You do have to clean it, and it doesn't really tell you in the directions how often. I try to clean it, and when I say clean it, I mean the electrode in here. Apparently, if you reverse how it runs, it cleans it. So what you do is you hold this button down until the LED light turns red and stays red constantly. That means it's cleaning. And you gotta have, I put about 3 inches of water in there, and it'll run for about 5 minutes. Then it's clean, the light will go out and it'll beep and you'll know it's done. Then I dump it out, then I rinse it a little bit, and then I put water in it from the fridge and go again. The other thing it'll do, if let's say you push the button and it's running, you're getting the colored lights and the bubbles and you notice it's working, and then a red light comes on, that means your battery's too dead to keep going. So when that happens to me, I just plug it into the charger, push the button again, and it will make hydrogen as you're charging it. And then I just leave it on until the light goes out, and then I know I got another day and a half. And I typically just charge it at work. So that's my review. of this hydrogen water bottle, guys, I can't recommend it enough. I actually, for a cheap hydrogen water bottle, and actually I think it's gone down in price now. I think it's around 40 bucks now rather than the 50. So, I mean, you can't beat it. If you guys are interested, thinking about trying a hydrogen water bottle, I could highly recommend this one from Amazon. Like I said, use that link in my description. It helps me out. Doesn't cost you a thing. That's all I got today, guys. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks.